What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. And today we're going to be doing walkthrough part 7. Now, yesterday I totally forgot to upload part 5 and 6, so I'm uploading those as we speak. And I am going to touch base on a couple of things here. First thing is, if you guys are having trouble buying services early on, for those of you who maybe are ahead of, what we got going on here in terms of the walkthrough city, I'm going to quickly again go over what services you're going to want to purchase. Now, when you get to the point where you need water, which is usually right away, you're going to buy the basic water tower. You're going to continue to buy this even though this one becomes available, because this one actually is a better deal. Now, neither one of these actually have a pollution square, so that they can be placed near the homes. Doesn't matter which one you buy, so go ahead and buy the basic water tower. Okay, the sewage plant. The one you're going to buy is the basic sewage. This is the best deal in terms of coins, but this one does have a pollution square. So you'll notice that the pollution square will just have to be placed, away from the homes. This one does not have a pollution square, but the cost is much higher per unit. So I would recommend buying the basic sewage. Then you have the waste management, which you're going to go with the garbage incinerator, which this one has a pollution square as well. But this one does not have a pollution square. This one is still going to be the better deal in terms of unit price. So you're going to go with the garbage incinerator, and that pretty much covers that besides power. Now, power is a little bit different. There's a lot more options when it comes to power, but technically the best one in terms of unit price is going to be with the coal power. So for now, until you unlock the Omega stuff, go ahead and go with coal power. Okay, so we're going to collect our daily stuff here. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Contest of Mayors at a low level. When you are playing the Contest of Mayors for the purpose of the pass, there's a couple of things here. First off, you want to cancel these really high upgrades. Okay, now the next thing here is we want to earn points, but at the same time, we aren't trying to, how do I explain this? We don't want to spend any unnecessary resources. So you can do things like the earn simoleons, you can do the producing factory items. The quick ones, try to prep your factory, your shop tasks. Do not, under any circumstances whatsoever, do any other house upgrades besides these ones here, the regular residentials, just the basic, regular homes that you normally do. Under no circumstances should you do the Latin, the Old Town homes, the design challenge, anything like that. Now, if there is something in the design challenge that you really cannot live without, that you're just dying to get, you need to be aware of, what is it that you are willing to give up to get that. And that means that you will probably have to commit to basically donating a certain amount of experience to reach that level of the design pass. You will probably have to participate in just about every design challenge there is. So be aware of that before you start earning those blueprints. But for now, basically what you're going to do is you're just going to earn points casually. Now, when it comes to this pass, though, if you've bought the Mayor's Pass, you can earn this and get to the end of the pass relatively easily. It's about 75,000 points a week to hit the end of the pass. But you also have a double points week at the end, which makes a huge difference. Now, we're already, part of the way through the level 14 pass. So we likely will not hit the end, especially since we're not focusing a lot on the contest right now. But in terms of, like maybe if you're a little bit ahead of me or whatever, just go ahead and focus on getting those expand city areas done. Do those anytime you get the opportunity. Anytime you have the monster and it's worth 2,000 points or higher, go ahead and do that. Even if it's worth less than 2,000 points, if you're in the lower leagues, go ahead and do it. This, again, this is all for people who are in the low leagues, not Metro and not Mega. Once you get to Metro and Mega, we'll be talking a whole different thing here. So just try to get that stuff done, you know, relatively quickly. Now, we have an assignment here for upgrade residential ×2, and then we have some stuff for seeds. So we're going to go ahead and collect these chemicals and put the seeds down. And then we're going to X off any ads right now because we are we're not wanting to collect those seeds just yet. Okay. Click any opinion bubbles. We still need that 1 bar to upgrade. This is a traffic problem, so we're going to pick this up and move it. Pick this up and move it to get that traffic notification to disappear. Once it disappears, which it still hasn't disappeared yet because there's a lot of people there, so keep moving stuff. Okay, what's going on here? That one may have disappeared. Okay, it's this one. So let's put that back. And that one went away, and now we can, you know, put all these houses back where they go. Okay. Let's put this one right there. All right. So get all the seeds making. All right. Now, let's go. Oops. Let's see. Let's go like this and then make a nail. Right now, I don't think we have those same assignments we had because the contest to mayor started. So, yeah, we don't have those. So we can go ahead and collect some of this stuff whenever we need it now. Okay, so we need 1 plastic, 20 metal, 1 seed, 1 table, 1 plastic. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. We don't really have any space right now, so we're going to have to wait till we can clear up a little bit of space. And then we are already up to level 16. So I know that we still have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses that are going to need some upgrading. That one's going to need another upgrade. So let's see. We want to get this stuff sold. So we want to get this advertised. We have 34 cash. We can go ahead and buy 1 slot. We need 1 bar there. We need 1 exhaust, and then we can do our upgrade. Let's go ahead and sell those. Again, make sure you guys are selling everything for max price. That's important. Oh, come on. Give me a bar. What the hell? This game just does not want to give me a bar. Let's check Daniel, though. Okay, let's see. Aha, there we go. There's our bar. So we're going to buy everything from Daniel because Daniel City, it has everything posted at base price. So always buy everything that he has up. Now we can go ahead and upgrade, which is awesome. That clears up some space. And let's see. We've got 20,000. So what we need to do is we need to start thinking about what we want to do with our 3 red roads. But right now, let's see. We've got police, health, fire. Let's just double check our services to see if we're... Okay, we're going to need to do that one soon. That one's okay. And that one's going to need done soon. Okay, so power and water are going to need done really soon. So we're going to hold off on that. Let's go get the plastic that we needed. Oop, and there's a bar on the global market. Go figure. Which we actually need those, so Come on, hurry up. Usually when it takes a while like this, it's already been sold. Yeah, this shit's already been sold. Come on, seriously. Okay, this is just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, talk about ridiculous. Well, at least we got it. Okay. The longest loading depot in the history of SimCity. Fucking Jesus. Okay, so I have somebody on Facebook who is who's asked me a couple of questions because he's following along with the walkthrough city. And I'm going to go ahead and read those questions while we look on the global market for what we need. And I'm going to do my best to answer them for him or her, whatever. I can't tell by their Facebook. So, okay. So the first one says, can you tell me then what should be done at level 18 in terms of com, war, epic, and goals? Okay. So in terms of level 18, you're going to want to join in a group that that does war, that fits your needs for the contest of mayors. But what you need to do is you need to figure out what league are you in terms of the contest, because if you're in the lower leagues, then you are not going to be participating in com at a very competitive level. You're mostly just going to be adding as many points as possible without spending too many resources or time. But if you are in the Mega League, then that's a little bit different. You're going to want to level up to level 24 as soon as possible. When you get to level 18, I usually tell people to join a club, get established in a club. If you're in the Metro League or, depending on what league you're in, basically what you want to do is you want to aim to be level 24 by the time you get to Mega. Okay, so that should be your time frame. So what you need to do until then is stack up as much storage as you possibly can, get as many shop slots unlocked as possible. Okay, that's super important so that you are well established for Mega. Then watch my what I need to know before participating in Mega video. Essentially what you want to do is you want to have all of your regular residential homes at a maximum. You want to have at least 35 homes maxed out by the time you get to level 18 so that you can participate in club wars. And then in terms of war, like what, cards and things like that to unlock, that's going to depend on what cards you have available to unlock. But essentially what you want to do is you want to aim to unlock, Not in Kansas would be a good one, because you can launch it 3 times within 1 energy bar. But honestly, the Flying VU robot is another good one to unlock because you can do your rare launch task, and you can earn decent points but not kill the monster in 1 hit. So what a lot of people will do is they'll make the mistake of unlocking a really high point valued attack, and then what ends up happening is they can only hit 1 time. Whereas, like, if you unlocked a lower one worth an equal value, if you hit 3 times, you get just as many points, but you're able to launch 3 times so you can do your assignments and so that you can, hit the monster as many times as needed. If you only unlock high value tasks, then you can only hit the monster like once or twice, or you can only, attack once and then you have to wait for your energy to build up, and that's no good. So just make sure that you unlock some lower valued cards and only unlock like 1 upgrade until you get to Mega. Then what you can do once you get to Mega is utilize those upgrade war card assignments, and that way you have those available. In terms of epics, you're not even going to have epics available to you until level 24. So really the only thing that you should be preparing for is, that you have your storage and that you've picked out what category you like the look of the most. Okay? So, hopefully that answers, most of your questions with that. Now I'm going to get on to your next question here. And that is, okay, so like what goals should you have? Well, the goals that you should have right now is getting your shop slots maxed out, okay? Getting to level 24, getting all of your roads red, the three little ones red. Get those set up. Get it to where you have a decent amount of coin. Okay, that's a priority. So you should be making all of the profitable items at that point and stacking as many coins as possible. And then if you have the VU tower unlocked, you're going to want to focus on getting that upgraded a little bit. But you honestly, what you need to do is you need to get your airport and your cargo dock unlocked before you get to Mega, because you're going to need those when you get. Honestly, you're going to need them in Metro, but you're definitely going to need them by the time you hit Mega. So save up the money for the cargo shipping dock and the airport. The moment that you hit 18 and you join a group and you get that war stuff set up, make sure that you that you launch as much as you can so that you're earning as many VU war points as possible. So any cash that you obtain should be spent on shop slots right now. Nothing else is important in terms of that. And then, like I said, in terms of the contest, just doing whatever assignments that you can do that are relatively easy. Okay, so the one that we're working on is the 2 residential upgrades, which should have been done by now, but this is getting ridiculous. You're going to always be cramped for space. And then the next question this person asked was, so he has 115 cash. Should I focus on just producing donuts in the contest? All of the above I achieved in 24 hours with your walkthrough. My other city, my old one, is at level 59 where I could not even win Mega, so I decided to get things right. Should I buy Premium Pass to level 14? Sorry. Okay, so hang on just a second, you guys. Okay, so just a quick recap here. If you guys are able to get to level 18 relatively quickly, and you want to know at what point do you go from level 18 to 24. Basically, you're going to slowly work your way from level 18 to 24. You're going to work your way up the leaderboards. You're going to have, if you look at your leaderboards here, if you click on leagues, this shows you which league you're in. So each week, based on your placement on your leaderboard, which you guys should have absolutely no problem getting promoted if you're putting up decent points, you're going to go up each league. So you're going to have this week, next week, and the following week, and then you'll be in Metro. Once you get to Metro, that's when you need to start, really trying harder to get your assignments done on time. You're going to, by this time, you guys should have the airport unlocked. You should get your VU tower unlocked. You should have had your VU tower unlocked a little sooner, because you want to start earning those gold keys. Those gold keys are going to be super important when you get to level 24. Because by the time you hit level 24 and you finally get to Mega, that's when everything's going to kind of make a big turnaround. And that's when you guys are going to focus on trying to win the contest. Now, the only way to really win the contest is, one, you need some cash put away. Okay, so there's that. Then you need to have all of your, or a majority, not all, but a big majority of your shop slots unlocked. And what you're going to do is you're going to focus on doing those beach and mountain upgrades your first week of Mega, getting those done. That's going to make a huge difference in your average. As long as you don't suspect any hacking, you're good to go with the green light, and that means that it's an all-in kind of deal. You know, you're going to do your absolute best you can to pick your assignments accordingly. Now, one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is they try to play the contest of mayors competitively in the lower leagues, and they waste resources. Do not do that, okay? Do not do that. I cannot express that enough. How many people waste tokens in the lower leagues, or they waste cash, or they waste, good resources in the lower leagues that they shouldn't be wasting. For example, I'll see people hit level 24 before they get to Mega, and then they'll start doing epics in Metro. Do not do that, okay? Those are very limited assignments. They are there to help you win. They're going to make all the difference when it comes to winning your stuff. And so, make sure that basically during this time that you are doing the best that you can without having it cost you. Once you've done that, if you need some help, boosting up your population to qualify for the 5-slot factories, then what you can do is you can buy the transportation category and buy the heliport here. This is going to be 20 gold keys. It's a 50% pop boost. It's only 4 squares, and it's a 3-pointer. But you also need to take into consideration which epics you like the look of the best. If you like mountain epics, then you're probably going to end up buying the observatory and saving a bunch of platinum keys for the Black Friday sale, and then that way you can line the back of your city with the 4-pointer waterfalls, or buy some stone face waterfalls and get the 4-pointers later, for looks or whatever. That's totally up to you what epics you guys pick and all that. But basically, you want to start launching the VU tower, getting, do your cargo shipping dock, get your gold keys every day, stack up the gold keys, don't spend them, and only boost your population if you absolutely have to, for the purpose of your factories and whatnot. Now, like I said, you want to give as much as you can to the contest without having it cost you, a ton of your guys' resources. That's super, super important. So right now, we're going to focus on, getting these assignments done just to earn these points. The side pass is beneficial to you based on the fact that there's, some rewards in it. If you wanted to buy like the daily cash or buy the, the pass, it does come with the 200 pink plumb bob points or whatever, which is honestly, it's not a bad deal if you're buying the pass anyways. I would buy it during the time there's a side pass because you get those 200 points. I have a terrible connection here. You guys have no idea. It's driving me crazy. This game is ridiculously slow today. Come on. Okay, we're going to claim these. This eternity would be nice. Okay, so because we already have the seeds prepped, we're going to go ahead and do that. If we were playing in like Mega or something, that would be a no-go. We would do the metal. Right now, we're not upgrading the beach, so we're actually going to sell those. And we haven't quite reached the amount of seeds that we need yet, so just going to put these down here. And we're going to let this ad play through. Okay. So, like I said, you're going to want to focus on getting your slots unlocked for your shops. Now, honestly, at this point, you should have a majority of the building supply store unlocked, a majority of the hardware unlocked, and then focus on the garden store and the furniture store after the barn, the hardware store, and the building supply store have a majority unlocked. So essentially, like, let's say that you get to the point where you're at the end of the barn, it's going to cost like $48 or $50. You would be better off spending, you know, that $48 or $50 getting 3 slots unlocked over here than 1 slot unlocked over here. So just try to make it as even as possible until you get to the point where you're in the Mega League. Hang on just a second here. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. Now, what were we doing here? We were talking about, uh-oh, I think we missed our timer on the seeds. Oh, whew, okay. Not quite. So let me go ahead and collect these real quick and see if we can get this done before the timer runs out. We're going to go ahead and sell these beach items. We need that, so we'll do that. For those of you guys who are following along with this walkthrough, you're going to be a little bit ahead of me probably at all times, mostly because of the fact that I only do this usually in the mornings when I do the walkthroughs and stuff. I don't usually, you know, play on the city throughout the night because I don't want to get a whole bunch done when you guys, you know, aren't on camera. And then you'd be like, well, what the hell did she do? Now, realistically, with a game like this that takes so many hours and stuff, as we progress into the higher levels, there's probably going to be some stuff that I have to kind of catch you guys up on, you know, that I'm going to have to do on the side. A lot of global hours are going to be spent, you know, hunting rares and things like that. And to be honest with you guys, I don't have, you know, like 8 hours of my day to dedicate to something like that. So we'll see what we can do in terms of, you know, with my normal city and just running the channel in general. But I just wanted to be very clear that the rate in which you guys are progressing, it's going to be a little quicker than the rate that I'm progressing on screen. But I'm going to do my best to keep up with you guys and get it done, you know, in a timely manner, because I don't want... The last time that we did a walkthrough, I had just started comm training, and I honestly wasn't in a position to devote enough time to something like that, and so I had to kind of call it off. And then the game changed a whole bunch, and so we ended up having to kind of shut it down and then restart it, and that's what this is. So looking at this with the couple of houses that we have here, I'm pretty certain that we can do these upgrades. We can get to the 35 homes without hitting level 24. So I know that we can actually place down a new construction zone. So we're going to go ahead and place down 2 more, because I'm pretty sure that we'll be totally fine to do that, to kind of clear up some space here. Hopefully get something that pops up. Okay, that one wants metal, wood, of course. Okay, let me see what we got here. So that one's doing, so we'll sell those. We need an exhaust, I believe, is what we needed for the storage. Or, not, sorry, for the dozer here. Yeah, we just need 1 exhaust. So we're going to go ahead and sell some of these seeds. Clear up some space. And we can actually sell them all because we have, you know, some made. Space is going to be a big issue. If you guys do have another city that you're feeding your city with, one of the things that you're going to want to focus on is getting those 5-slot factories, making sure that you have the money put away for that. So for the time being, since you guys are going to be on a lot more than me and making certain items for coin, if you haven't already seen the production plan video, at this current level, the best thing that you can do is make nails, hammers, chairs, veggies, and then that's honestly the most profitable items in terms of that. If you can find shovels to purchase, go ahead and make grass. But nails are going to be one of your main things that you produce. Now, in terms of like what you need for like upgrades and stuff, if you can't find the stuff on the global market like planks or whatever, then go ahead and utilize you know, your downtime, like your sleeping time, to make things that take longer. You know, it doesn't make sense to put up 11 nails at night when you could be making something that takes longer, like paint or cement or whatever, something that you can have on hand. Sell any beach or mountain. You're not going to need that stuff right away. If you did purchase the pass, leave everything in the pass uncollected until you actually need to use it. Okay? So we're going to continue on making the seats and see how many more we need here. Okay, so we need 9 more, so we're fine there. So once these come up, we'll be able to get that done. We're going to go ahead and place down some veggies, and then we're going to hit the global market for some metal and plastic. Let's see what this is. That's not a bad deal, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then we're going to try to get a couple more upgrades done. If we can get to level 18, that would be awesome. And then we can kind of sit right around level 18 and level 20. Honestly, at that point, what you want to do is you want to find a group that does war. Preferably, find a group that participates in the contest of mayor so that you're at least getting, you know, a decent chest each week, and hopefully, you know, whatever group that you're in follows somewhat of a war schedule based on the contest of mayors. Like, we do war 2 times a week for the purpose of the contest only, which helps the members do what they need to do, and they're able to like bank in on those rewards each week. You're going to want to start attacking as much as possible on your war stuff, but we'll talk about that when we get a little bit closer to level 18. Right now we're just focusing on getting these houses upgraded, boosting our population, and those 3 red roads are going to be getting set up relatively soon. In fact, we're going to talk about that right now. As soon as this gets done, we'll at least start getting those going. So basically the red roads, if you have not seen the Never Upgrade Your Roads Again video, I highly recommend that you watch it. But in a brief version, I'm going to kind of explain how this whole thing works. So when you get a notification that you need to upgrade your roads, you would assume that it's because the population on that road has, you know, hit a certain amount, and that you need to, you know, make room for all these extra people. Well, that's not actually how it works. So how it works is it also goes based off of what you have placed on the road and how many of that what. For instance, you could have, let's say, a tiny dash of road put out and put it all the way across the other side of your map where it doesn't have any population being boosted to it whatsoever. And that particular road will eventually need upgraded, which tells me that it has nothing to do with the population on that stretch of road, right? It has to do with, I mean, it does, but it doesn't only have to do with that. It also has to do with the length of time in which it's been sitting there. It has to do with, you know, the length of the road. It has to do with all kinds of different things. So what we're able to do is you can only have 3 roads red at any one time. Okay, so once you have 3 roads red, the game will not give you a 4th. That being said, they don't cycle either unless you move something off of that red road. If you move something, if you bulldoze it, if you upgrade it, anything of that nature, it will take that notification away. Now, ideally what we want to do here is, since it doesn't cycle through, once that road is red, it remains red until dealt with. Essentially what we're doing here is we're taking those 3 red roads and we're making them very small, and we're putting them away from any people, you know, with any houses or anything. And those roads are going to go red, and that notification is going to sit there, and it's going to block all of the other roads from going red. And this will not drop your happiness at all, because no people are going to be affected by it. So basically, you're going to be able to have all of your roads overpopulated with no notification against you. Basically, like, the notification will be on your screen at all times, but your roads will be, your happiness will be unaffected as long as you do not touch those 3 red roads. The first red road is going to be really easy to get. The second one is also really easy to get, but the third one is going to be a little bit trickier, and you're going to have to pay very close attention to the other roads in your city to make sure that those are not red. For example, there's a couple of different methods that you can use to do your 3 red roads. Okay, so essentially, you can do services if you want, but note that when you bulldoze those services or upgrade, when you upgrade to Omega, that those services are going to basically go away, and those 3 red roads are going to shift immediately to the roads with all that traffic. Now, eventually, at some point, you guys are going to move things around your city and have to change out these 3 red roads anyways. So there's a couple of different methods that you can use if you're super picky on like design. For instance, when I did my red roads on the other walkthrough city, what you can do is you can, put a dash of road down, and then you can put like a building. Let's just say hypothetically that you are a higher level player right now. You could put like the Eiffel Tower on there and then surround that road with trees. Make sure that, there's no homes around it that are going to be affected. And then basically, as long as you don't pick that up, you're totally fine, right? Now, if you do something like a shop, the shop does not require a road be connected to the main roads. If you use something like a water tower or power, you're going to have that road connected to the main road in order to get services to all of your people, right? So what you'll need to do then is that you will need to do something like this, and then you can do like a dash going over like that, and then you can put the service on that little notch. Now, what a lot of people will do, especially early on, is they will use parks, right? Because parks are like a 5 to 10% pop boost, so they're not like super expensive. But basically, what you want to do is, if you do decide to use a shop, you got to be really, really, really careful, because what ends up happening is sometimes you'll click on your shop too quickly, and it will automatically highlight it, like you're going to move it. And if that happens, you're fucked. Because now it's going to it's going to take that notification away. And so if that happens, you're screwed. And then you have to wait again. And then usually by that time, you've neglected all of your other roads for so long that those roads are going to go red before that road goes red. So you just have a huge mess that you have to deal with if you accidentally take that notification away. So like I said, I recommend not doing factories and not doing shops. If you do services, just make sure that those services are in a place where you're not going to want to move them for a pretty long time. I recommend doing something of a display nature or parks or something, okay? Something along the lines of that. So what we will probably do is we will probably do the parks. So let's go ahead and let's see what we got going on here. We haven't unlocked enough of our map, so I haven't really wanted to kind of mess with this a whole lot. But let's say that we were to put, yeah, we're not going to waste a bunch of money on parks because we don't have enough coin to do that. But let's go ahead and we'll do some services along the back. On this side here, where this government storage facility is. This government storage facility has an invisible pollution square, so be aware of that. But what we'll do is we're going to put it along this stretch here. Now, be aware that the length of the road has to do with how long it's going to take to turn red. So some people make the roads way too long and it takes much longer. So just be aware of that. And be aware, like one person was like, oh, my roads haven't red for a really long time. What's taking so long? And what they did was they didn't have enough parks on there. They had only put like one park. And so don't do that. And then also note that if you have it between 2 roads, like let's say that this is a park hypothetically, okay? And you have it sitting here, and then you're trying to get this road red right here, like that. what'll end up happening is it'll be on this road as well. So it's not going to build up enough traffic like that. So now that we've got these 3 red roads here, what we're going to do is we're going to put the storage facility on, you know, this one here. And this is going to kind of build up on both of these here. And then what we can do is we can put the water tower here. And we can put 2 water towers like this. And then one like that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is these are going to sit here. Okay, so we're going to bulldoze this and put that there. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to keep an eye on our notifications, and if any other roads go red besides these 3, we need to deal with that so that these 3 can go red. If you notice that it's taking a while, it may take up to like 2 or 3 weeks to get the 3rd road red, so be aware of that, okay? But do not, for any reason, upgrade any roads in the meantime. All you have to do, if you get a different road red, is pick something up and move it, or bulldoze the road that you have. I usually just pick something up and move it though. So we're going to try to keep these people out of the pollution zone here. So we're going to put these, you know, away from the people. Okay. So let's see. We've got 82 space filled up. We're going to go ahead and get that taken care of. We could really use the money for those. Okay, so what do we need for our next upgrade? We need 1 metal, a table, metal, metal, metal. Seems like we just need some metal. Metal and 5 wood. Okay, so let's go on global and get that. And we'll get some upgrades done here. And then we can call this walkthrough done, and we can get some more stuff done tomorrow. Let's see. So we needed 5 wood. So let's... We're going to wait for those seeds to finish before I go ahead and end this walkthrough. Okay, let's go back, get those upgrades done. So we're going to do the ones that we already have out, preferably first. Again, we're not unlocking any beach. Oh, I didn't even notice that those weren't full. Otherwise I would have been making stuff. Okay. Let's see. Let's go get some more metal. We're going to collect the gift box after we buy the metal so that we can exceed the amount of space that we have. Okay. And then let's see if we have enough to make some stuff there. Okay. So we needed 20 metal for the 1 upgrade. How many bars do we need? Oh, probably quite a few. Okay. I think we have enough to do that 1. Okay. I think we're gonna make the table. Clear up a little bit of the space here, and then I think what we'll do is we'll put down some planks since we're going to be turning this off. Okay. We've got 46 cash, so let's look and see what we got going on here. We're going to go ahead and open a few spots on this store so that we can, you know, do some stuff when we get to... We want to get them relatively even so that when we get to Mega, we don't have like one shop that we can't prep at all. You know, we want to be careful about that. Okay. Let's see. We're waiting on those couple seeds to finish. Did I see a gift box? Kind of hard to tell with these Omega homes. Pain in the ass. I don't even know how much space I have left. You know, I missed it back in the day when you would find like, you know, like 30 rares in someone's depot. You just don't see that shit anymore. I remember one time I found a whole entire depot full of burgers for 5 pennies or whatever. And I actually had the space to get it too. I was like, finally, you know? There was another time back when, you know, you could buy ammo crates. Somebody had joined our club and they're like, closed depot. It's like, not here, dude. You're in Missy's group now. This shit's fair game. Nice try. I mean, who does that? Who joins a group with people that you don't even know and has their entire depot full of cheap ammo crates and expects them not to get purchased? You know? Like, come on, are you stupid? That's crazy. Okay, let's see. 3 wood. Did we get... Alright, we're almost done with the seeds. I'm going to keep these advertised. Sell a couple of the nails to make some space. Okay. How much stupid wood do we have? Okay, we have enough to do that. Alright, cool. So, let's go back, do that upgrade. Hopefully those stupid seeds are finally done. That'll clear up a little room. We need 5 metal. And then those are done in 1 minute. Okay. What did we have for tasks here? We've got 30 of the textiles. We need 90,000 people to buy the 5 slot factories. So we need to really start working on boosting that population up. The next episode we will focus on that. So we're going to make those. Okay. Can't remember, did I do the one for 20 metal? Nope. Okay, cool. So we'll do that one. And then what did that one need? Okay. All right. So let's get the other stuff put down here. All right. Tomorrow we can do the metal, the textiles. We'll start this one, and I'll do this one, you know, periodically. I should have saved some of those coin clicks, but whatever. Get that posted. Okay. We need to, let's see, we can get, that one's actually at a pretty good amount of people. We'll put that one there for a minute. And we'll move that one when it gets done upgrading. That one can go there. So we're trying to get, you know, as many people in these houses like as possible. So let's see. Just making sure there's nowhere better to place this with the higher amount. There we go. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and end this walkthrough, and if you guys have any questions, you guys can always hit me up on Facebook. You can join our club on Facebook. We have a group on Facebook. SimCity Build It, MissyAnne for the group on Facebook, and then all of the like guides and things like that are posted to our Facebook page. And if you're looking for a group, I mean, right now we're pretty much full. We have like one space, but it's going to be taken here as soon as we open up if the person joins in right away. And then you'll have to be put on a waiting list until either someone leaves or gets booted or whatever. We've added like 5 new people this week, so we'll see how those 5 people do. And if they aren't right for the group, they'll be removed. You know, we expect a certain level of activity and competence for one. So if they don't follow the rules, or they cause problems, or, you know, whatever, or they're not active enough, then basically they get removed. You don't have to be on all day, but only, you know, popping on like once a day is not gonna be good enough. Okay, you guys, good luck, and I will see you guys tomorrow.